morning. Good morning. Hello everyone, welcome. It's so lovely to be out here. There's snow on the forecast, not a whole lot of snow, just a light dusting, about 1 or 2 centimetres per hour from about midnight through to 9 a.m. tomorrow. I've got the wood stove and some lovely food to cook up, so it should be a lovely, relaxing time, just an opportunity to get away from it all, both for me and for you guys. I hope that it's relaxing. I hope you can take some time out and just immerse yourself in the sights and sounds of this beautiful, beautiful place. Oh, it's gorgeous. Really, really lovely. It's getting quite late in the day. I've had a tremendously busy day today. I'll tell you all about it later, but I've been up since 5:30 this morning and it's now around about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It is 4:51 and it's going to get dark at 5:30. Alright, I've got to get cracking. I'm going to go and get some water and then I need to collect some wood. We'll get the inside of the tent and the wood stove set up in a little while. Water. Oh. Hi there, wet dog. I've got a towel for you, but we'll dry you off before bed. You're going to warm up nicely with the fire. Speaking of which, there's no rest. Let's get the fire set up. There you go, go lie down. Good girl, on your mat. That's it, lie down. Hello, on your mat. Yes, good job. She wants to know where all the cosy blankets are. She's used to getting onto my mat and sleeping bag. Just give me a moment, Indy. Everything's a bit chaotic, so I'm just trying to create a bit of order. Got the inner of the tent in, and down this end I'll put all of the bedding stuff. Up that end will be all the utility stuff. Now I do have rain coming in, so I also think I better bring this down a bit. The one downside with this Pomoly Hussar 2 tent is that the inside, the sleeping area, takes up a full half of the tent, and it unrolls from here, which means it always gets wet. So the only solution that I have found is just to unclip these corners and just bring them in a bit. So I'll do that with both sides, and that will help a bit. You don't want to lie on the mat. I don't think she likes her new mat because it's a bit bumpy. Is that right? You're just not sure about it. It'll be lovely and warm tonight though. Right, got the clothes. I'll put them down that end. And let's give you some dinner, pup. Seems a shame to throw this water out, but we have 4 litres, so we should be fine. Alright. You ready? Alright. Wait. Right. Sit. Good. Okay. Stay there. Gotta get some wood cut. so funny. You know that your clothes are wet when they start steaming once you light the fire. Oh, I'm going to hang my gaiters up at the top of the tent. They will dry really quickly up there. Alrighty. Oh. Oh, hi. Hi there. You come to say hello. Do you know what I have for you? I don't know if you can see Indy here. I've got a towel for you. Would you like me to dry you off? You're steaming as well, aren't you? Now, I just don't want... No, no, darling. Up, up, up. You're just sitting on my electronics. If I move that... Right, there you go. You can come lie down there. Ooh, Indy's jacket's wet as well. Your raincoat. Okay. Mwah. Gosh, it takes so long to get water, to cut firewood, chop it up, get the fire going, but it's all done now. I'll dry Indy off so she's nice and comfortable, and you'll dry fully by the fire, won't you, honey? Okay, up. Oh, you want to sit on me? It's not going to work, is it? I wonder if I could put her mat over here. She might come and sit here. Come lie down. Lie down. No, 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 not on me. Come over here. You're very cute, but I can't do anything if you're lying on me. Over here. Good girl. Lie down. What? Did you want me to set up you up? You want me to set up my mat, the comfortable one, hey? And put my nice sleeping bag out so you can lie on it. I will do that once the fire has dried you off some more. Okay? And then you can go onto your bed. Yeah. Let's get some wine out. So dinner tonight's ravioli, and it's pumpkin, sun-dried tomato and feta. And then I've got little assorted cherry tomatoes, spinach, a sun-dried tomato pesto, some olive oil and some Parmesan cheese. This is so phenomenally good. is delicious. So good, so many beautiful flavors. The pesto really makes it. Oh my gosh. I feel so lucky. I feel so lucky to be out here. This is so cool. So cool. I have dried off completely. So these trousers are lovely and warm. These are my new Hunter's Element Legacy women's fleece-lined pants. Water resistant on the outside and fleece-lined inside. So good for winter. I'm trying to get myself kitted out with some good quality winter gear. I really enjoyed camping in the winter last year, but there's quite a few things I really need. One of the things I desperately need is a really good 4-season tent, and the other one is a waterproof, not just water resistant, but a waterproof puffer jacket. Something super warm that's also waterproof, because what I find is in the winter time, if it does snow, in New Zealand our snow is really wet. We don't have those like really dry snowstorms. We have really, really wet ones. And when I'm running in and out of the tent, chopping wood, fixing guy lines, moving the camera, I do tend to get wet, so I need something really warm like that. And a 4-season tent, I mean, they are so incredibly expensive. A really good quality tent, because we get a lot of wind and a lot of rain in New Zealand. You cannot mess about with a tent if you're going out in winter. So I've got my eye on a couple of Hilleberg tents that I'm saving up for. So I just thought I would say thank you to those people who have been supporting me to try and fund my gear for these camps, because it makes such a difference. This is such a pricey such a pricey thing to do, because everything that you need is expensive when you need good quality stuff that you can depend on when the weather's bad. So thank you so much. There's some things that I bought this month, like these legacy pants. I bought a nice top, not this one, something else. This one's as old as the hills. These two 1 litre folding soft drink bottles are fantastic. I can't afford to have hard drink bottles with me. They take up too much room, so these are great. So thank you to those people that have supported me through Buy Me a Coffee and YouTube super thanks, through my Buy Me a Coffee membership, and also through my YouTube membership, because I can afford to do these things, to buy these kinds of bits of gear because of you guys. It really means a lot, so thank you so much. What else have I got? I'm struggling to think. Oh yes, that silver mat that I got for Indi. Hopefully that's going to be a whole lot lighter and more functional than the one that I usually bring for her. That one should be warmer because it's got like a reflective lining, and also I can fold it up small and use it as a seat. So looking forward to getting more use out of that. Thanks also just to all of you. I mean, you guys are amazing, just for watching the video, for supporting me, clicking the like button, subscribing so that you can see more of our adventures. Indi and I have got lots of plans over the winter. I'll take Indi with me on the ones that are not too far to go, but if I'm going up into the mountains for multi-hour hikes, like 3 hours or more, I can't really bring her with me, because it's really, you have to carry a lot of heavy gear in winter. Everything is heavier. Heavier weight sleeping bag, heavier weight mat, bigger, heavier tent. The poles have to be stronger. Everything is heavier in winter. More warm gear. And if I'm also bringing Indi, it's not possible when it's physically. I just physically can't manage it if it's those really big trips up into the mountains. So I hope to do a few car camps and some local camps where I don't have to walk too far with Indi, and then lots of stuff up into the mountains. I want to get up there and do some pretty wild things. So stay tuned, because I have lots of things planned. I am going to finish up my dinner, put some water on for a hot drink, and then I'm actually going to just listen to a podcast and tuck up into bed because there could be a bit of action tomorrow. We could have some snow. I really hope we do. That would be so fun. If not, oh well, we'll get some rain instead. But I would like to be prepared for that. So I'm going to get a good night's sleep. As I said earlier on, I did get up really early this morning. One of my kids had a sporting event, and it's one of those ones where I was volunteering, I was driving vehicles, I was doing setup, pack up, I was out there on the course, doing judging, I was supporting her. I had my parents come to visit and I was not entertaining, but you know, showing them around and having them with me. And so it was a huge day, and then I tag teamed with my husband. He brought Indy and he took over from me so that I could then come camping. Life is busy, but life is good, and I'm so glad to be out here. But it's been a big day and I'm looking forward to a good sleep. That's one of the lovely things about coming out camping, isn't it? Is that you sleep well. I mean, mostly because there's no technology and no artificial lights apart from these camera lights, but that's not that much. So I'm going to dim everything down, put on the nice soft light, have a hot drink, and then go off to bed. And unless anything crazy happens in the night, I will see you guys in the morning. Bye. Good morning.
How was your breakfast? Is it good?
Good morning. Isn't it beautiful? It's so nice when the weather forecast is right. They said about 1 to 2 centimetres of snow per hour, and yeah, it's probably about that. Just a light dusting. Really, really beautiful. Enough to just turn this place into a little winter wonderland. Hey, without making it chaotic and stormy and crazy. Hey, hey. Oh no, I don't think we're going to throw that stick. It's too big. It's too big. Indy's feeling playful. She's ready to get going for the day, but I am not. I am going to enjoy myself. This is so beautiful. I'm not in a hurry to get away, Indy. Sorry to say. Sorry to say. I've got the fire cranking. And I am going to cook up some porridge and a coffee. And then just sit and watch the snow. It's not supposed to last for too much longer. It's about 8 a.m. and the forecast is that the snow will finish at about 9 a.m. So you spotted something. Indy thinks she's seen something. So we might not have the snow for much longer. I can see the clouds beginning to thin and a little bit of blue and early morning pink light coming through. So let's enjoy the snow and have some breakfast. It's almost stopped snowing, so we can probably open up the other side. And maybe you can come and lie down there. When it's cold, your food cools off so quickly. That's why I love the fire. You can just put your pots, cups back on there, warm them up. I'll probably warm the coffee up before I pour it. Hello. Indy's wondering why I keep putting sticks in front of her. Ooh. She's going in the fire. We had a good night's sleep last night. Man, it was really interesting. Indy was sleeping on my nice thick air mat, which has a really good R rating, so it's really warm. And I was going to move her off it, and then I just lay down on her mat, which is just that, like, that foam mat, that silver foam mat that I've bought. I was so amazed. That is actually reasonably comfortable. Like, that is actually reasonably comfortable and really warm. I'm actually really surprised. I'm quite encouraged actually, because I think if I'm going to do a trip up to the tops, up high, something that means I've got to have a really light pack, I might just take that. It's quite bulky, but you can tie it to the outside of your pack. But it's awesome because it's really durable. You can't pop it like you could an air mattress. Got a hole in it. Can't deflate. It's very warm and reasonably comfortable. I actually slept half the night on it, and then when I woke up in the night, I moved Indy over because my own mat is actually better. This breakfast is so perfect for this kind of morning. It's oats porridge, and I've added cinnamon just to give it a bit of flavour, and all sorts of different nuts and coconut, and then I had this really nice yogurt on it. Puhoi Valley Divine Berries. Really nice. I don't want to boil my coffee. It'll ruin it. These insulated mugs are amazing, but the only problem is you can't put them straight back on the fire to warm them up. So I've got to make sure my coffee's nice and warm. Oh, amazing. Amazing. The line of the sun is creeping closer and closer. I don't think we're going to get it on the tent though, because it's rising behind the trees. We might get a little bit though. It'd be nice to dry the tent off before I pack it up. Oh my gosh. It's actually almost more beautiful when the snow starts to melt. It's hard to know how much you guys can see because it's really difficult on a camera. Big sigh. You'll know this is the story of my life when I'm filming. Trying to get the lighting just perfect so that my face is not in shadow, but you can see the definition of the snow against the white of the clouds. It's really difficult. So you may not be able to see as clearly as I can, but it's lovely across on the other side of the hills there where the snow has already melted. And so you've got the lovely pops of brown and green coming through against the contrast of the patches of snow. Oh, so good indeed. Just watch out, love. Don't want you to burn yourself. I'll show you something. I haven't put them on very well, but waterproof socks, one of the best things I ever bought. I don't tend to use them so much as I don't use them when I'm walking, like when I'm hiking. I use them when I'm around camp, and underneath them I've got lovely warm merino wool socks, and then I use these as like I use them as camp slippers. So rather than carry in an extra pair of shoes that I can wear around camp, I just bring these. I'll just put them on properly. I was a bit lazy. And yeah, then I can just walk around, because usually the ground is not like, it's not going to damage my socks. These are pretty thick, hardy socks. It's normally just that it's wet and dirty. And I hate having to wear my boots because you don't feel like you can walk around easily. So these waterproof socks are great, and they take up no room, and they're not heavy, and they're great as hut shoes as well. Like a lot of people who go hiking in New Zealand, we call it tramping. People who go tramping in New Zealand often take a pair of hut shoes to walk around in, and these actually would be good for that as well, because they're actually nice and thick, and yeah, I like them. I'm on to my second coffee. It's just a small one, like about a quarter of a cup. Ah, beautiful. It's the 19th of May, so we're just at the end of autumn. Yeah, it's not even winter yet in New Zealand, so this is just a late autumn light snowfall. These kind of snowfalls are fairly common in the high country in New Zealand, but they often don't stick around. So down in these accessible areas, I mean, this was only half an hour's walk. Half an hour? Yeah, only half an hour's walk from the car. In these accessible areas you don't tend to get really deep snow. It doesn't tend to stick around. It'll snow and then by the afternoon the snow will be gone. So if people come sightseeing here this afternoon, they might see some little patches, but there won't be much. If you want to get into the deep snow, you've got to go up the mountains a lot higher. And that's what I'm planning to do this winter. I want to do some hikes up a bit higher. If I can time it right so that I can walk in and then get the snow. Ideal world, hey? It's tough doing multi-hour hikes in the snow when it's freezing cold. Indy won't join me on those trips, hey pup? Because most of the places where we get really decent snow that I enjoy going, that have good walks, are in our national parks, and she's not allowed to come into national parks. She can come here. This is a conservation park and dogs are allowed here if they're under effective control. And she's under effective control. Except to say, I think that's one of my pieces of wood. Seems super wet though. No, it probably isn't one of my pieces of wood. There's a couple of fire pits here. So other people have probably had fires here. Do you want me to throw it? Go on. See, this is why I need a waterproof puffer jacket. Isn't it beautiful? The snow melting off the leaves and dropping down. Oh, like rain. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Got to get some jobs done before we can do some playing, pups. I'll wash my dishes and I'll throw that for you. Oops. I did promise, didn't I? It seems such a shame to be packing up. But life must go on. And there are more adventures to be had. Lots and lots of ideas. So make sure that you stick around. Subscribe to the channel if you've enjoyed the video, because there will be more stuff coming up over the next few weeks and months as we get into the real winter weather. Fingers crossed I'll have a really decent hiking tent that can handle the snow. Until then, I think this is my favourite, I know this is my favourite tent to be in the snow in. I do have the Pomoly Open Vista 2, and I don't love it as much. I just love the comfort of being able to stand up. Being able to stand up and stretch out and get changed, being able to move around in relative comfort is just such a treat in the snow. And the snow falls off this tent so easily. You heard it and saw it this morning. It just sheds down the tent naturally because of the shape. Are you trying to tempt me to throw that again? I'm not throwing the stick anymore, sweetheart. Otherwise it'll be an endless game, won't it? Besides, I've got some things that I've got to do. I've got to pack up. So even though I'm not in a hurry, I will start packing up. I like to be home before my children get home from school. So I'll get myself packed up and just take it slowly. I'm letting the fire burn out. There's just a few coals left. And then I'll show you what I do with the coals, because it's really important to dispose of coals in your wood stove responsibly. Obviously in this kind of weather when there's snow on the ground, it's pretty hard to start a fire, but all the same, always using the same principles for getting rid of your coals and covering over your fire and those sort of things. It's really good practice. Indy thinks this is really fun. Is it funny that I'm sitting down? Hey. Alright, so I'm all packed up except for I've got to pack up the big camera and pop the electronics away and get my boots on. I'll get my boots on and then just go and cover over the ashes. As you can see, I've got quite a lot of stuff to carry out, as I did when I was carrying it in. I don't know if you spotted it when I was walking in. I had my backpack on my back, and then I had this, the tent, on my front, and this in my hands. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. It's quite awkward, but here's the thing. Everybody likes camping differently, don't they? And for me, I don't mind camping by my car sometimes in specific places, but at this particular location I don't really like being too close to my car. And the sacrifice is that if you want to get away where no one's going to bother you, you need to put in a little bit of effort. So even though it was quite a bulky lot of gear to carry, in my mind it was well worth it. I certainly would not carry this a long way, but half an hour is absolutely fine to me. Some people wouldn't do it, but I feel like that's just the price you have to pay if you want to find a secluded spot away from other people. I'll put my gaiters back on because there's nothing worse than having nice dry trousers and then all the snow on the grass and trees brushing off onto your clothes and running down into your boots. That's the main reason I wear gaiters. In other countries a lot of people would wear gaiters to protect themselves from, in the summertime, from ticks or from snakes. But for me it's the wet. Yeah, it's the wet. Don't go anywhere, but I'm going to say goodbye to you now. so that I can pack the big camera away, and we'll sort those ashes out and get on the track. Thank you so much for joining Indi and I on this trip. We really hope that you enjoyed your what will probably be 45 minutes or so of time out from the rest of the world. It's been a wonderful, relaxing time for me. I thoroughly enjoy this tent. I absolutely love going out camping when it's snowing lightly like this. It's absolutely magical. And I'm so glad I put in the effort to come. We will see you guys on the next adventure. It might be with Indi or it might not, just depends on what the weather's doing where and whether she's allowed to come. But if she's not on the next one, she'll be on the one after. I do try to take her out as much as I can, but it's not always possible. All right, thank you everybody. Thanks once again. I know I thanked you yesterday, but thank you so much to all of you who support me. I really appreciate it, and I love your comments. Keep them coming. See you next time.